Hello and welcome to Bio 156. This is Introductory Biology for Allied Health, and I am your instructor, Dr. Foltz. This short video is going to show you how to navigate our Canvas course. So I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay, so when you click on the Canvas course, the first thing you'll see is our homepage. And so there are a couple of things I want to point out here. So first of all, here is your to-do list on the right side. So that's going to show you your assignments. But also, I put a to-do date on things like the module overview and the instructional videos, just to remind you that you should be reading the overview with the learning objectives and watching those instructional videos. Now, scroll down, very important, my office hours, Monday, Wednesday, 2 to 3:30, Tuesday, 12 to 1:30, Thursday, 10 to 11:30. Now, you can book an appointment with me. I can meet with you virtually or in person, or you can just stop by my office, which is 3112. So that's in the IE building. Here's the link to book an appointment. So this is what it looks like, and you can just click on the appointment, you put your name in and tell me whether you want to meet virtually or in person. And if you do want to meet virtually, the calendar will generate a link for you and send it to you. And so that's what you'll use for the virtual meetings. Here's my little video so you can get to know me a little bit more, my background, some of my philosophy on teaching. Now, here is our student tech support, which is also very important. If you have any technical issues during the course or in another course, you definitely want to use student tech support. I cannot really troubleshoot your computer issues, especially virtually. And then here is our schedule for the 4.5 weeks that you will be with me for summer. And here are the modules that you have to do each week. Now, remember, you are taking, or we are taking, a 16-week class and fitting it into 4.5 weeks. So this is a pretty heavy workload. So we have module 1, 2, 3, and 4. I give you the topics that we will be going over, the corresponding link to the textbook, which is a free textbook through OpenStax. I'll show it to you quickly here. What I like about OpenStax is, first of all, it's free. You can buy a hard copy if you prefer to do that. And I put a link in the syllabus to take you to the hard copy of the book on Amazon, which is probably the cheapest place to buy it at. But you can add notes, you can highlight. And so my links will take you to the area of the textbook that applies to what we're covering in that module. Now, your assignments are going to mostly be through this program called BioBeyond, and I'm making another video, or I have another video for you to show you how to do BioBeyond and give you some background on why I'm having you do your assignments through this particular program. Now, some of these I have left blank. I will fill those in with some readings for you. It's just the textbook does not have sometimes I don't like the way it covers the topic. And so I try to find other things for you to read. Now, in the case of evolution and natural selection, your BioBeyond assignment goes into that really well. And so I will not give you additional readings. Okay, so this gives you the schedule. Next, you could click on Simple Syllabus. And this is my syllabus. This is what we're all using now for Maricopa. It's a really easy way to lay out the different parts of the syllabus for you. And you can, click and move to whatever content you want. You have to acknowledge that you're reading the syllabus. So here again, my instructor information. I want you to take note of the fact that you should email me through Canvas. I get a lot of emails on my gateway address, that gatewaycc.edu. So I always check Canvas several times a day to make sure that I get emails from my students. So please try to email me through Canvas. I try to respond within 24 hours, 48 at the max. But I do not respond to emails on weekends or holidays. I try to keep some family time for that. So you can go through the course description. Contact hours is how much time you should, plan on spending during the week on your coursework. Um, so required textbook, like I said, it is a free textbook. Here's the link. Here's the link to the hard copy. If you want it, you are not required to get a hard copy of the book. Okay, now modules. I have just some information here. Getting started, again, my contact information, technology, accessibility, things like that. Here are some other pages I created that I thought were interesting. You're not required to read them, but like effective reading techniques, I really like. Science backed tools to maximize productivity. I think there's some really good suggestions in there. And then you can see week one, May 25th, which I know we didn't start until the 26th, but I want to keep it on that Monday to Sunday date. You have your course introduction, scientific processes, module one. I'm just going to click on this. Here's an overview to tell you what we're covering, your to-do checklist, link to the textbook, and again, my office hours and the link to book an appointment. Now you can click to next, or you can jump back out to modules. But here are some instructional videos that I think are useful. A lot of you like to learn by watching rather than reading. And so I'm trying to provide you with a variety of ways to access and learn the information that you need. Here's my Google Slides and a lecture video I made. This is, just a typical lecture. And I do it through Zoom, and sometimes I type on the slides and do things like that. So now, OLI Taurus, this is where you will find your assignments. And like I said, you're going to have, I'm making a BioBeyond video specifically for these assignments because it's a lot of information. And I just want you to have a separate video you can refer back to. Discussions, if I assign a discussion, it will be here. You will be working in groups on a group project. It says access denied because I'm in a student view for this, so don't worry about that. And grades. Here's another link I like, student resources. You can click on this and it will take you to our student resource page. We have all kinds of support services for you if you need it. Clubs, things like that. So, Adobe Creative Cloud. You guys have access to Adobe Creative Cloud, which has a lot of really cool apps on it. Takes a second to come up. Oh, looks like I have the pop-up blocked on here, but you'll want to unblock it. It gives you ways to modify PDFs. There's Photoshop in there, a lot of cool stuff. I'm going to leave this. Okay, so that is, like I said, a brief introduction to how to navigate our course. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, email me through Canvas. You can schedule an appointment. You can just stop by my office, 3122 in the IE building, so third floor. Other than that, I hope that we have a great course over the next 4.5 weeks, and I'm here to help you in any way possible.